This is actually insane, right? Welcome back to another video, TR Racing. We're down here at Diesel and Turbochargers in New Plymouth. And we've got Andrew's A86 in for a check up and tune. Hopefully all going to plan. As you can see in the last video, we've installed these adjustable cam gears, and then Andrew now has the ITBs installed with Haltech Elite 750 new wiring loom, and he's ready to tackle a bit more power. What the difference is between fully stock and a few little mods, little bolt-ons, so stay tuned.
There is the actual opening time, 400 microseconds.
Yeah.
And that is the injector opening time from when it's told to open to when the injector pintle actually moves through the magnetic field, which causes the slight dip, giving us a 1.595 opening time. And the data that we're dealing with is saying that it's 0.806. So it's out by a factor of 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, we've just been looking at the dwell times for the injectors, because when you get new injectors, they usually come with a chart which will say your voltage at what dwell times they are. But what Mike usually finds interesting is the dwell times on the actual chart are far different to actually testing them on the car, and they can be out almost 100%, which we just found on Andrew's car. So Mike's done his testing, as you can see, we just showed you on the computer, and now he's adjusting the suit on the ECU, and that will change the whole tune completely. So yeah, it's a good find that Mike does before he does any tune. What are we on, brother?
About 20 now.
20? Yeah, so as you could see, we're playing around with the timing, was a bit out, so yep, all adjusted and ready to do some progress on the dyno.
timing up and down just a little bit, just to make sure that we're not, over advanced. And then what we'll do is we'll turn her off and adjust the cam gears and stuff to see what we can do. So what we're looking at here is doing some bracketing with our ignition timing, and we've zoomed right in on the torque, and the blue line here is our optimum timing, and then we've pulled out 2 degrees in the red line and a further 2 degrees in the green line. So that is basically making sure that we've got the best tractive effort for the minimum effective torque, which is what we want to do to avoid knock and detonation. So now we're going to do some adjustments on the cam gears and see if we can improve our mid-range torque.
I've just adjusted the intake and exhaust adjustable cam gears here. As you can see, what have we done? Retarded the exhaust wheel, was it 4?
Yep, and advanced the intake 4.
Look at that.
So that gives us about 8 degrees more overlap.
Sweet.
We'll see what that does.
Yeah, so after adjusting those cam gears, we're just checking the base timing again. Down here. Sitting at 10 degrees, and Mike's adjusted it in the ECU. So yeah, we'll see what the adjustable cam gears, how much difference they make and where they bring power in and that. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. What did you notice then?
It's brought it up between 4 and 5, but we've dropped the top end a little bit, so that could be ignition timing. So I'm just going to do an adjustment now and see if it brings it up. Otherwise we may have to move our lobe centers. We will have to retard our timing to bring the top end up. So we'll have a bit of a play and see what we find. Without changing any of the fueling, it's leaned up between 2,000 and 5,000 RPM, and we've actually gained some torque there, but over 5,000 RPM we've got very few gains at all, even despite adding some extra timing. So what we need to do now is keep our lobe centers the same, but retard the cam timing overall, which is going to improve our top end torque. So that's what we'll do with our next adjustment. We'll take some of that overlap out of it.
Yep.
So I reckon we'll move our intake back to its standard position by advancing that intake standard.
Yeah, so as you can see, the graphs, and yeah, the adjustable cam gears didn't really do what we thought they would do, but I suppose if you put some cams in with it, it would make a big difference, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Standard cams. Yeah, the results can be a little bit up and down.
Yeah.
But with modified cams on these engines, we've gained a lot of mid-range.
Yep.
With some cam gear adjustments.
Yeah.
And it's a well worthwhile modification.
Yeah.
And on a turboed car, with the turbo helping push the air through, even with standard cams, you get an immediate improvement just by adjusting the cam gears.
Yeah, that's true.
But we don't have the luxury of a turbo on the old 4AGE.
I've tried to get him to put a turbo onto it, Andrew?
Next mod, turbo. Big turbo.
That's what I want, turbo next mod.
It's pulling more air through the motor
because
it's leaned that mixture up.
Yep.
And having the tighter lobe centre has given us a bit more of a candy island as well.
Yep. No, that's cool.
That's good.
Oh well, we'll finish up with that and we'll see you on the next video. Hope you like this one. Cheers, guys.
Oh, phone the police.
This is actually